Welcome to This Week in AT. This Week in AT, April 21st, 2025. H2F Athletic Training Elimination. Sudden changes that eliminated athletic training jobs in the Army. Last week, the topic was the future of collegiate athletic training, especially at the Division III level. And this week, a sudden change in funding and policy within the U.S. Army directly impacted the athletic training profession by eliminating 180 athletic training positions within the Army's H2F program by the end of fiscal year 2025. Disclaimer: I have a surface-level knowledge of the H2F program and how everything works. From my best understanding, most of the positions are funded through staffing companies that pick up the contracts and employ the athletic trainers. Regardless of how the positions are funded, I think athletic trainers working in the military is necessary and provides an exceptional service to some of the most important tactical athletes / warfighters. The memo. A message from someone in the Army was shared out on AT social media about the decision to change the funding structure in the H2F program. I won't share it here because I am unsure if it was meant for public viewing. The message states that despite efforts, there is no viable path to providing AT support beyond fiscal year 2025. In order to maintain a more economical team, 4 new strength and conditioning coaches are replacing 4 athletic trainers in this specific memo. There was acknowledgement of the importance of athletic trainers and what they can provide for the Army and everyone who serves in it. There are issues with legally funding the contract and providing the medical oversight necessary, credentialing and privileging. There is even acknowledgement of athletic trainers' role within the larger medical assets. In summary, the memo reiterates the difficulty of the decision, but notes it is for the long-term viability of the Army to maintain control of the H2F program. More background information. From reading as much as I can about what is going on, I discovered that an athletic trainer that works for the military, not just the Army, that the Defense Health Agency, DHA, does not recognize athletic trainers as healthcare providers. The process of becoming recognized has been in the works for quite a long time, approximately 8 years or so, as far as I can tell. The process is in the works, but has not come to fruition quickly enough. The lack of credentialing and oversight of athletic trainers seems to be the root cause of many of these issues, and where employing strength and conditioning coaches, and absolutely no shade to them, is potentially more affordable and does not require the same oversight, and therefore makes it more feasible for budgetary reasons to continue to provide a service to the Army and not lose an entire staff. The not-so-hot take. First, it is awful anytime an athletic trainer loses their position due to budgeting or other, quote, administrative issues. Whether it is, in this instance, a college shutting down or a high school who loses their contract from a local health system because an investment is no longer makes sense. This is not good, and the impact on the lives and livelihoods of athletic trainers and their families is heartbreaking. More to this situation. However unfortunate, this is the business world in which we live in, and the contract work and budget cuts, this is always a risk. I commend the profession for the outpouring of support and outreach to congressional members to see if there's any possibility to get this decision reversed. It seems like a long shot, but definitely one worth putting effort into, and it's been great to see the huge effort. In reaction to the posted memo, there was some thought of calling athletic trainers not medical professionals. I don't personally read that from the memo, and the replacement with strength coaches wasn't portrayed as that direct replacement. Just a business decision to help continue the overall program. The fact that we aren't recognized by the DHA as a healthcare provider is the bigger problem. It feels as if we are a couple steps behind of where we need to be and should have been with the DHA and the credentialing. I don't know the process, but I have to imagine it's not an easy one to work through, and no matter what, it's going to take a significant amount of time. I don't know if more pressure would have helped speed this up, or if the timing is completely unfortunate. This has to serve as a lesson to continue to find these key opportunities to help recognize athletic trainers as the healthcare professionals we are. Last thought. The NAT is doing what it can in the moment. There may still be questions about if we are behind on DHA credentialing or if more could have been done before this occurred. Regardless, They are out there advocating for the profession. This is why membership can be vital. The advocacy is for members and non-members. It doesn't matter in this moment. But if you aren't a member or have bashed the NATA, this is the work in the background that makes membership vital. Please consider that when they are doing something that directly impacts you. This Week in AT. Tune in next week to get the happenings in AT with This Week in AT.